What's up, guys? Welcome back to Whetto's World. It's your boy Whetto. I'm here with my man Dylan, and welcome back to Whetto's World. So on this episode, we're gonna teach you guys a whole bunch of shit about some cool ass dinosaurs, new lizards, and what's going on with that hustle. So of course, we're gonna shout out Cane's Chicken, Chicken, Chicken. What combo you picking? Thank you for hooking us up with some chicken. That all rhymed really well. So with that, of course, we're gonna hit you guys with a quick commercial break. When we get back, we're gonna dive into this man's hustle and what he's got going on. All right, guys, welcome back. It's your boy Whetto. I'm here with my man Dylan and the Prehistoric Companions. So let's figure this thing out. My man Dylan. For them who don't know you, let them know who you are, what you represent, my man.
What's up, you guys? My name's Dylan Schultz. I am New Mexico born.
Yeah,
Been living in Las Cruces and Alamogordo majority of my life. And went to school here, graduated New Mexico State University with a Bachelor's of Fine Art.
There you go.
And yeah, I've had reptiles all my life. And we've had all different kinds of animals, dogs, cats, and I've always been really interested and intrigued by little creatures, especially reptiles.
Hell yeah. Now, you're not living here currently. You've moved up to Colorado, correct?
Yep, Glenwood Springs, Colorado, the Roaring Fork Valley, the Aspen Valley. Super gorgeous up there.
Beautiful country.
Oh man, the mountains, the greenery, the wildlife.
Hell yeah, man. I could only imagine. Now, you talk about that you've had all these different animals and that you're not here in the desert, you're up there in Colorado, it's a little bit colder. Ooh. So what got you, what's the transition with the animals, man, or the reptiles?
Transitioning up there with them?
Yeah, how's that going?
Oh, it's good. Fortunately, my dragons here, they're socialized.
Very well behaved.
Oh yeah, I've definitely taken time with them to get comfortable going outside and going on car rides and going places. So yeah, it's quite a drive. It's like 10 and a half, 11 hours up to, from Las Cruces to Glenwood, Colorado. So it's a journey, and these guys do really well. I have to make sure I have to have them packed up appropriately. They're warm, they're cozy. I pack up some nice tasty bugs for them, little treats, so these guys are fed good. And they like it, we journey.
Keep it moving, hell yeah, man, that's cool. Now, what actually got you and brought you to Cruces?
Well, I graduated, got my college degree, and I was trying to find work, with my degree being an artist. I wanted to teach because I have a lot of teaching experience working with freshmen and helping inspire them or think about material use and things of that nature. So working with people and inspiring. So, and I don't know, I just started applying for everything. I would try to apply for Geico. I was going to go in the military, a lot of this, that, and the other, and I applied for the post office.
Yeah.
And I looked in New Mexico. There wasn't nothing in New Mexico, no job openings. So I'm like, all right, what other states? Let's go to Colorado.
Let's try that one, see how that works.
And all kinds of jobs. I applied for like 50 different jobs and landed one in Carbondale, Colorado, and that has been the best thing for me. It's been very challenging, but it's been really good for me. It's supporting my hustle and my hobbies and my passion.
Yeah. Speaking of passion, who and what do we have here on the show with us today?
All right, guys, so I'm pretty sure you've been wondering this for several minutes now. These are bearded dragons. Ooh. They originate from Australia. They're probably the most common up there with ball pythons, leopard geckos. They're really popular in the reptile hobby, the pet trade. They're very available. You can find them all over the place. I don't necessarily would probably get a bearded dragon from like a chain pet store. Mm-hmm. More so, definitely always seek out a breeder because they know so much more about these exotic species. They're not like a dog or a cat. You give it a little bit of food and water here and there. There are specific care requirements, but they're so worth it. They're so enjoyable and amazing. I've learned so much from them.
Dude, it's a trip, man. These guys are super well behaved. They are very calm. It seems like it would be an easy venture into, but like you said, there's so much going on to it. I'm sure with the meal requirements, the heat requirements, You know, just attention alone is probably a big challenge in itself. Now, you talk about these guys on your YouTube channel, correct?
Yep, we Prehistoric Companions.
Hey, no shame in that plug.
So right now it's more educational, and we just do different things. These guys will help me cook dinner, or I take them out to outside to get outside time, or we do artwork and things. So I just try to, have them included in things. So they're not always just sitting in their tank. They can come out for a little while. They'll hang out with you for hours and be really curious, attentive to what you're doing, and just like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Curious little guys, for sure. Now you have, this guy this is a male, and this is a female. Who do we have here?
We got Philo, and then we have Aussie. Philo like philosophy, and Aussie like my little Australian.
Hey, that's too cool, man.
We got the male, we got a female here. It's pretty hard to determine what they are. Just by looking at them, it's not really easy to tell, like, oh, it's a boy or that's a girl.
Yeah.
But the easiest way to tell, you get like a flashlight, and kind of like that same trick, you shine it underneath your fingers, so you just like look at all your bones, and you want to shine it at the base of their tail. So this part right here, flip their tail back, and shine the light on the base of the back of the tail, and you'll see, if it's a male, you'll see two long, skinny looking worm things in the tail. Those are his hemipenes, so they have two sex organs.
Damn, okay.
Opposed to, like, we have one.
We just got one.
He's got two.
Yeah, poor man.
Impressing the ladies.
Yeah, he is.
Uh-huh.
Go get you some.
And females will have nothing back there.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's too cool, man. Now, for someone getting into this type of stuff, do you have any type of information that they would be, that as someone that's been doing this for years, what would be your first kind of, I guess, informational tips?
My first informational tip for all of you out there, it doesn't matter if you're working with reptiles, with rabbits, mice, dogs, cats, every animal, is just be responsible.
Please.
Do your research and give that animal the best quality care and life that you can. Because if you can't, the people get so excited about, oh, these lizards are so cool, and then they get one, and then like after a little while the novelty will kind of wear off, and I'm kind of tired of taking care of it or doing like these certain things, and that could be, it's bad for you, but it'll be even worse for the animal.
Yeah, poor thing.
So, I see a lot of people right now going on Facebook. I see, following different groups on there, bearded dragon owners and reptile owners, and I see a lot of people like giving up their animals, and like, they take care of it for a long time, and they, like, I don't know, life circumstances change, you move somewhere, or you're not able to give it the care it requires anymore. It's just things, you don't know where you're going to be in a year or 5 years, so
Correct.
Take that in consideration. Just do your research. And yeah, these bearded dragons, they're great. They're sociable, great for a lot of people, great with kids. They're technically intermediate animals. They say beginner because they're not really small, right? They're not really delicate. You got to be super careful with it. They have a good size to them, so they're really easy to handle. They have a great temperament. Their mind, like, they don't bite at all. I could pet them.
Super calm, very, very well behaved for a dinosaur, basically a miniature dinosaur. They are very well tamed. You've taken care of these little monsters, individuals, quite well, my man. They're very beautiful specimen for sure.
Yeah, and these are just wild types, guys. These are what you would see in Australia. The only morph mutation between these, he's a leatherback, so he's much softer. Scale mutation, he's more cuddly. And this one's pokey like a cactus. She's a normal scale. But there's so many out there. There's zeros, there's whiplets, there's reds, there's like the colors and the patterns and scale mutations is incredible.
So tons and tons of information and different types. So like my man said, do your research. If you're trying to get into this as a hobby, or like my man, as a hustle, then by all means, you gotta do your due diligence and make sure that you know what you're doing. With that and knowing what you're doing, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna munch down on some of this canes real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. It's your boy Whetto, my man Dylan. We're here with his Prehistoric Companions. So we've talked about where he's from, what he's doing, where he's at now. We've got Ozzy, we've got Filio, and we've got a newcomer on the show with us. We've got here, what kind of snake is this?
Guys, this is a ball python.
Ooh, beautiful.
Or also referred to as a royal python.
A royal python.
I like the royal python name much better.
Sounds a lot more kick-ass for sure.
Yeah.
And what's her name?
This is Vegeta.
Ooh.
From Dragon Ball Z, guys.
Ah, that's too cool, man. And this is a male?
This is a male. He's almost full size. He's about 3 feet long. He's got 4 genetic traits in here, guys. There are 3,000 different species of snakes around the world, roughly. And with the ball pythons alone, there are more than 6,500 different morph mutations.
Holy shit.
How the heck do you pick?
Yeah,
They're
that's
all
a million different types.
So beautiful.
They are
So
very
this
beautiful.
guy is banana. Technically, the banana and coral glow gene are technically the same. But banana, GHI, stands for gotta have it. Pastel, and he's heterozygous for hypomelanistic, or the ghost gene. So he's got a lot going on with him.
Let's see, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this is so cool. And wow, very light for
Oh yeah.
as big as he is. And he's all muscle, correct?
All muscle. I think last I weighed him, he was pushing 770 grams. So he's still got some growing to do.
That is kick ass, man. Now with these, you take these guys, your Prehistoric Companions here, you take them and then you educate kids, correct?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago on my route,
That's so badass.
I delivered mail to a preschool, and I saw the school director one day, and I was like, hey, I got some weird critters and bugs and stuff. You think the kids would like to know about them or learn about them? And from there, it's just like she put it into action, man. She went and put it on her calendar and gave me her number, and she started following on my social media.
There you go,
Oh,
brother.
you don't? All right.
That is so cool.
Come
That's
here, boy.
an interesting
You're
creation
like
of God.
circulating his hand.
Right.
Restricting your constricting it. Blech, can't talk, guys.
Man, and that's like he was doing with my hand there. He was about to close in on it.
Well, technically, I mean, if they see you as a food object, I can have him around my neck. Hence, the royal python. A lot of Cleopatra VII was a pharaoh of Egypt, and there's a lot of depictions of her that essentially indicate that she was into snakes and probably kept ball pythons. You know, they adorned, royalty would adorn themselves with these amazing, beautiful snakes, hence the name royal pythons.
Yeah.
Um,
Too cool. And then with that, I mean, they obviously represent like curiosity, power, a lot of strength with the muscle too. So I'm sure that played huge into the role and the royalty as they were kings and queens.
Yeah,
Like
I think
that.
that's the point I was getting at. Yeah, they like if I'm wearing him like a necklace as such, like they don't see me as a food object. If I was small enough for him to eat, then yeah,
That'd be a totally different story, for sure. Now, you've got the lizards, you got bearded dragons here, and you've got the royal python. Now, obviously, these are 2 totally different animals. They're in the same species realm, but they obviously have different behaviors. So how do you go about like handling the different behaviors between these 2?
Well, it's just been a lot of before you acquire, you're interested in obtaining a new reptile, you want to get a bearded dragon or you want to get some sort of snake, do your research and stuff. But that's the first part. Once you've obtained this animal, you know, they all have naturally the similar behavior, but just like from person to person or dog to dog, they all have like their own little personality. So you doing your research, you know that they require certain humidity and heat requirements. Ball pythons, their hot spot needs to be kept around 90 degrees, and they need between 50, 55, 60, 65% humidity. Unless they're going into shedding, then bump up the humidity a little bit to help them out. So just spending time with your animal, observing your animal and seeing like their behavior. And I mean, yeah, with these dragons, she don't like to eat the same things that he does.
Of course.
He's a carnivore. He only eats bugs. He don't touch his salad.
No, I want my meat.
Yeah,
That's
I
what's
gotta
up.
have my meat.
Right. So are you eating them or not eating them? Are you feeding them like worms or what is it? What are they eating?
Yeah, a lot of people freak out when I tell them this, that I have like hundreds of cockroaches in my apartment.
Yeah, it sounds pretty rough. But that's obviously that's what they're eating, so that makes total sense to it.
Produce right now, especially in my valley, like right now my business is all educational, and I haven't bred or produced specimens of my own. It's a work in progress, but I'm working on producing quality feeder insects, because I know a lot of people in my valley. I've heard a lot of people, oh yeah, I have a bearded dragon and stuff, but there's Petco in my valley, and that's the only place that has like insects, and they're often really expensive, and I got to keep going to the store all the time, and they're not gut loaded, or they're dead, you know. So that's why I've, you know, taken the time, done some of my own research, and learned how to produce my own quality feeders. And yeah, my roaches, the dubia roaches in particular, are the best quality feeder for bearded dragons. They're like
the dubia roaches.
Dubia roaches.
That's definitely a roach I could get behind. I hear you on that. That's pretty cool though. Like the you have to. It's obviously, like you said, it is a beginner's kind of reptile, but you must know what you're doing, or it could be a catastrophe for not only your house having all those roaches in it, but also the animals as well. You got to take care of the animals. Be responsible, and take care of your friends here.
They take care of you. I mean, they're interested in humans, and just what I've learned from them, it's not, I mean, definitely different than having like a dog. You know, you can learn so much from a dog. A dog can teach you so much too, but you know, these are different. They don't like necessarily like attention. They don't like scratch and claw at the tank. Oh, hold me, play me, you know, me, you know. They tolerate you.
Yeah, that's
you know?
More, you're kind of in their world now.
Now, some species are more intelligent, like tegus, Argentine tegus. There's all kinds of tegus. That's a really impressive large lizard, and they're really, really intelligent. You can train them. I had an iguana. It was my first like reptile pet that I had. Well, no, I had cicada tortoises, then I had the iguana.
There you go.
And that thing whooped my ass.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Oh, he's going.
He sees his girlfriend here. That's one of their behaviors. He's head bobbing, displaying the, hey girl,
what's up?
Let's get jiggy.
That's too cool, man. And his beard has changed a lot. He got a lot darker.
Yeah, you see that? His beard's black, guys. So hence the name
cool.
Bearded Dragon.
That's fucking cool. He's switching it out and he's flexing for the gram. Go ahead, man.
I'm glad that they're displaying that behavior on camera.
Right? We couldn't ask for a better thing. Now, with that, as a celebration to my man trying to get jiggy with it, I also, on the show, it's a tradition. I like to pop a bottle for the success of whoever's sitting across from me, the hustle, and obviously the education that you're providing. So with that, my man, this bottle is definitely owed to you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I hope most of these bottles pop off pretty crazy, so I hope this doesn't do too much for them. But
well, it's not thunder, guys. Hold on.
Yeah, let's see. Hopefully we get a good one. All right. So that one was a lot better today. So
scared me more than it scared them.
All right. So my man, with that, I want to cheers to you, brother, for your hustle and teaching and being able to educate other people on these prehistoric companions that you have here. So that is a kick-ass little adventure you got going on, my man. So here's yours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Of course. Hell yeah.
You gotta give it a nice smell.
Yeah. Let them know. We're not top shelf yet, but we're getting up there. Damn it, I'll let you know. Hey, if y'all got champagne, let me know. Give me a sponsor. Cheers to you, brother, man. Cheers to your reptiles, Ozzy, Vegeta, and Philo. There we go. Cheers to you guys. Welcome to Do What I Want, man.
Represent.
Speaking of, now I know you're repping the dope ass kickback hat we've had. I've had that one. That was in like. Fuck, dude, that was 2000 and
love this one.
11, 12, I think it was. This is I've known you back when we were working at JCPenney's.
Way back
in the day. So that was crazy as fuck, and it's cool to see that you're still repping it. You got that one is the wild style with the hibiscus plant on it on the top.
I love that. As I've been to Hawaii several times with my family, and I'm a flower guy. I'm designing a children's coloring book right now with reptile theme and all different flowers that were, I've observed and seen at botanical gardens. And when I saw this hat, man, I had to get it.
Hell yeah.
Had to get it.
Well, I'm glad it represents you and what you got going on. Now, with that, I always like to ask, what does Do What I Want mean to you?
Man, when I knew you in JCPenney's, You know, at the time, I didn't know do what I want. At the time, I was like, do what I want. That smoke weed, drink liquor. You know,
Yeah, like the little party animal. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, you little party animal. That's cool. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But now, through the years, and especially seeing like some of your content on YouTube, you know, rounding up your posse and going out here in some of these roads and cleaning up the roads. Like you love your community and the passion and positivity. You know, the togetherness that you're promoting, inviting other people on, people like me, and hairstylists, musicians, like all you guys, you know, just being the change that you want to see in the world.
You got to create it. If nobody else will, you got to do it. And I've said it on the show a couple different times, but for sure, we may be, you know, Las Cruces is a small city in itself, but dude, there is a lot of heart and even more hustle going on in this city. There are so many people doing the damn thing, doing what they want to do. You know, I do what I want, so I obviously just want to represent you guys, and that's what this whole thing is all about. So, sounds pretty kick-ass, man. You're right there on top of it with me. So, cheers to you one more time, my man.
Thank you, sir.
We got plenty of bottle to go through here too, so do not be shy.
We do. Pretty thirsty. It's hot out here.
Right, it's fucking hot out in the desert. Yeah, it's a total different climate change out here. Let me see what you got. I'll fill you up some more.
Yeah.
So if you would, my man, if you want to let them know if they have any more questions or concerns on if they'd like to get into the Reptile and Prehistoric Companion game, where can they reach out so that way they can, if they got questions, they can talk to you?
Yes, guys. So I'm new to YouTube, especially. I'm trying to figure that all out. Bear with me. It's a work in progress.
Man, it ain't easy.
But it's for you guys. You know, I love making the YouTube videos, and I have so much fun with my little companions here. But, you know, I want people to have what I've experienced keeping these animals, and I want to educate you guys and show the benefits of keeping such creatures, you know, and appreciating this world and all of its beautiful inhabitants. Where was I going?
So where they can reach you?
Where can you reach me? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Prehistoric Companions, and also I'm an artist. You can check out my second Instagram page, Dylan_Schultz4692. Do paintings, I've done some tattoos, this, that, and the other. I just get inspired, you know.
You're an artist at heart, man, and it shows. Obviously, the paintings are beautiful. They're fucking kick-ass. They have so much color. There's texture to them. They're fucking badass.
Thank you.
I think every artist, and my own self, to be the first to say it, we are our own worst critics.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think a lot of us give ourselves the recognition or the credit that we deserve, truly, but man, the shit you can draw, you paint is badass. He's making a children's coloring book, so clearly he's onto something. So you guys get you one of those whenever they drop and they're available. Like you said, you guys can reach them out at all those different social media platforms. They, of course, will be tagged in this video as well. But be sure to follow my man. If you're looking to shop here with me at the shop, at the industry, I'm at 1770 South Telshore. Come see me. That's here in Las Cruces, Suite C, right next to UGK Barbershop. Shout out that team as well. They're doing badass things. If you aren't local, you want to click to shop with me. Filio's making his moves. If you guys want to shop with me online, that's DWIW.shop. You can click on there. Review me on Yelp. You get 10% off. Let me know. For the month of October, we're going to do a 15% off all the black items for the spooky festival that we got going on, since Halloween has basically been put on pause. But with that, guys, as my man here is making his great escape, so are we. So to that, guys, cheers. That's a wrap here on Whetto's World.
Cheers, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.